Hello everybody and welcome back to another deck showcase. Today we are going to be doing Cairne. Again, we already did him once, but that was like last season. That was like one of my first deck previews back when I was still pretty fresh at the game. I have climbed quite a bit of ranks since then, as you can see, and the deck has also changed quite a bit since then as well. Partially due to the season changing, but also partially due to the meta getting a little bit more defined and people kind of understanding what is and isn't good. And obviously the tower changes make a huge impact as well. So let's go ahead and jump right into the deck showcase. Starting off, of course, the hero is going to be Cairne. What does he do? As you can see here, he does a melee attack and it cleaves behind and stuns everything it hits. It's pretty effective. He's a very solid unit. Let's see, melee, AoE, again AoE, tank, attack stun, obviously, and fast, but that's unique. That's not always there. I'll show you in a second. He does really solid damage. 1000 damage is pretty good. His DPS is just bad because of his slow attack speed, but 12k HP is also a very big pool. Anyway, the really important part of Cairne is that his passive is that all Horde troops have 20% increased health. That's a lot. 20% health is a massive amount. It lets you kind of beat some, what's the word I'm looking for? Breaking points on a lot of spells and stuff, especially tower damage. With Tazdingo, you'll probably see later in the video, it can survive a blast, and with regen, with the extra 20% health, it basically goes to full. So just like Flame Towers, Tazdingo is just a perpetual threat that has to be dealt with, that won't just die to the new Rocket Towers, where most other units will die. For talents, we have Reincarnation, really solid. Once he dies, he comes back at 50% health. I used to run this one. It is still really good, but nowadays I'm running Plains Runner instead, where he moves 50% faster and gains the fast trait. This one is, it's a lot less durable for Cairne. If you're playing him just as a, stop a push at your base, Reincarnation is massive for that. But there's a lot of times where there's a range unit that you really want to get up to, especially if there's like skeletons slowing him, and Cairne will just die really quickly just from being kited for too long. And also, if you want to use him a bit more aggressively, he kind of just melts to the rocket towers if you don't have Plains Runner, because he'll just tank way too many shots on the way there. His third talent, by the way, Aftershock, I don't think this is very good. Don't even worry about it. Pick between these two. This is a more defensive playstyle. This is a bit more aggressive. But again, it has some good viability as also just stopping ranged units as they're approaching. Next up, we're going to run one of my favorite cards in the game, Frostwolf Shaman. I got him by the right name this time. What does he do? Look at this. He heals. He's a healer. He's one of like 2 units in the game that heals. The other one being Tyrion out of there. He also does a range attack, but it's a single target. 1 target elemental healer. The heal though bounces to like think 3 targets. Fun little note. The healer Frostwolf Shaman will not heal itself. So unless something else gets damaged and then the heal bounces back to him, he's kind of pretty terrible on his own for at least survivability. Anyway, his damage is really bad. 445 per hit is okay at killing light units, but the DPS is terrible. Healing is 1k though, and that's the important part. And 3.5k HP, boosted by Cairne, so it's actually, quick math, 4,100. Very solid. That'll survive a lot of things in general. A lot of AoEs. But yeah, look at the talents. There are 2 really good ones and 1 really mid one. Earth Shield, which I love. Really just, it's fun. I like it a lot. Definitely one of its better talents. Grants a unit armored 1 time. So the first unit that gets within range, which is by the way less of a range than his heal, they get armored permanently. And I like to put this on either a Tazdingo or a Huntress, and it becomes really hard to take out that unit, especially if the Shaman is sticking close behind and giving some additional healing. Next good one is Earthwall Totem. Once per deploy, places a totem that partially heals a nearby tower or base. This is the only way in the game to heal your base. And it's really good. It's a lot of healing over the course of the game, that is. You don't really have to worry about your towers because those have passive regen on their own. But just like, I don't know, if a Baron skeleton shows up and tickles your tower a little bit, or a couple of Goblin sappers get through 1 time, this will eventually just bring you back to full, and during overtime, every bit of HP matters. So this is an extremely good talent too. I just like Earth Shield more, or Shield more, because it's more fun, so we use that. Don't worry about Lightning Mastery. You don't care about the attack chaining. It does quadruple the damage, technically, against multi-targets, but don't worry about it. It's a support unit. You'll have DPS in there anyway. You don't need more. Next up, one of my favorite units in the game, Tazdingo, or Darkspear Troll, as nobody calls it. What does he do? He is a nice ranged DPS. He basically destroys any flying enemy in the game because he does a ton of damage, solid attack speed, so he's good DPS, a ton of range. He's just pretty squishy. He's a light unit, is what I like to call him. Medium speed, by the way, so just standard as well. He's 3 cost though, so he's pretty good at just stopping any pushes really coming by. He dies to any kind of AoE though, so you just gotta watch out for that. But again, because of Cairne, his health is increased by 20%. Quick math. What is that? 200 something, 250 more health. I'm not gonna, whatever. Anyway, his talents, my favorite talent, I think his best talent for sure, is Big Bad Voodoo, which is regenerate 20% health every second, which is a lot. It's a lot. It'll survive rocket towers. It will solo an entire base if he gets there and nothing stops him, because with the extra health boost, he survives the tower, and then with the regen, he's full health before the next blast hits. Other talents, headhunting, on kill, gain attack, and movement speed, stacks up to 50%. That's pretty good if you didn't have 1600 health base, 1800 health with the Cairne boost, because you'll just die to pretty much anything. He's not really going to be a stacking DPSer. He will just die, especially without the passive regen there to help. And then Serpent Sting Poison, this is not actually that bad, especially with the Gargoyle meta that we're kind of seeing, because he does have a little bit trouble killing Gargoyles. It's still good DPS against them, but the armor really hinders it. The poison makes it not a problem. Personally though, I like Big Bad Voodoo because playing a Darkspear Troll with a Frostwolf Shaman, given him armored, they get pretty tanky. Next up, one of my favorite and most powerful units in the game, Huntress. Stupidly good unit, as you can see, just walks up and cleaves through any air units, any light unit really in general. What do they do? Let's look at these stats. Ranged, obviously. AoE, obviously. Fast, for some reason. Don't really know why they need that. Resistant, for really no reason at all. I have no idea why they gave this unit resistant. This is stupidly powerful, as is, especially with everything doing elemental damage in the game right now. And yeah, really solid damage per hit, as much as Tazdingo. Bit slower attack speed, so the DPS is a bit lower, but there's the bounce, and 3k HP. That's a lot. It's a medium unit is what I like to call it. Survives some AoEs, especially with any healing from a Frostwolf Shaman, and good enough range. And then talents. All these talents are pretty good. Shadow Meld is by far the best. It's insanely broken. I don't think I see many Huntresses in higher level games that aren't running Shadow Meld, because giving this unit stealth and ambush basically means it's just going to assassinate any medium unit it sees on its own as well. Exceptions being like a wolf or a Tauren charger guy, I forgot, because they'll just, they'll survive the initial like 2 autos, but 2 autos is usually enough to kill pretty much anything else. Any other medium range DPS that's not like tanky. Anyway, Huntress is an extremely good unit, especially if you can give her armor, especially if you can give her just the healing support in general. Very powerful. Next up, we have Goblin Sappers. Why? Just because they're good. What do Goblin Sappers do? They run up to a tower, and then they kill themselves into the tower, and they do a ton of damage. In an even playing field, they will take out the side tower on its own, especially since it's not armored fortified weak anymore. Very solid. And yeah, the nice part about them is that they're 2 gold. So they're a cycle unit, they're fast, siege damage, siege specialist, all this junk. 2,700 damage, again that's doubled because siege units deal double damage to towers. Keep that in mind. And let's look at the talents. The only real good one is, of course, rocket-powered turbo boots, making them move twice as fast, which is ridiculous. Do not run these guys without him, otherwise they're just going to get cleared very quickly. I know Extra Boom sounds good having the 3rd sapper, but they're just not going to make it to towers unless they have the speed boost. So a lot of people like to run Goblin Sappers with some sort of spell to keep it alive, whether it's the Smoke Bomb to make him invisible or just the Undying one. Personally, I'm not actually using these guys as like the main win condition of the deck. There's good cycle decks for that I'm not going to be running because they're cringe. I just throw them in as like a side condition of when they're distracted by all these units. You just throw these on the other side of the map and they can't really deal with them and your other push at the same time. They're just very solid to splash in without having to really put in the extra support necessary. Plus we have the extra Horde slot here for me at least, so I think it's a pretty good unit. Next up we have a Griffin Rider, another 2 gold cycle unit essentially. This is like a flying version of Tazdingo. Just solid DPS, however... Ooh. Very squishy, 900 health, even less than Tazdingo. But yeah, good DPS, terrible range though, and this is with the extra range talent, but they get the benefit of being flying. So for 2 gold, you basically clear any melee push getting near your tower. Maybe not too quick if it's like an armored unit, but it'll take care of it eventually. Yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, talents, let's look at them real quick. Airdrop I've seen is pretty good for some unique, unique units. But yeah, 2 gold, 3 gold, 4 gold, 5 gold, 6 gold, 7 gold, 8 gold, 9 gold, 10 gold, 11 gold, 12 gold, 13 gold, 14 gold, 15 gold, 16 gold, 17 gold, 18 gold, 19 gold, 20 gold, 21 gold, 22 gold, 23 gold, 24 gold, 25 gold, 26 gold, 27 gold, 28 gold, 29 gold, 30 gold, 31 gold, 32 gold, 33 gold, 34 gold, 35 gold, 36 gold, 37 gold, 38 gold, 39 gold, 40 gold, 41 gold, 42 gold, 43 gold, 44 gold, 45 gold, 46 gold, 47 gold, 48 gold, 49 gold, 50 gold, 51 gold, 52 gold, 53 gold, 54 gold, 55 gold, 56 gold, 57 gold, 58 gold, 59 builds, usually with a gargoyle behind it. I've seen that a lot lately, but we don't really care about that. We just want this unit as like a cycle defensive unit, so we take Mighty Throw for extra range. It makes a big difference, trust me. Yeah, so we're just gonna run Mighty Throw. And finally, of course, just like in every other deck in the entire game, we run a Safe Pilot, because this card is absolutely, completely broken. Just one of the best cards in the game, does everything you want, and only for 3 gold? What? Why would they let this go through? Why are they still not nerfing this? I don't know. Guess it's the poster child of the game, so it's just going to be good forever. It's just going to be in every single deck. It is what it is. What do they do? Well, it's an unbound. Basically, it's a spell and a unit at the same time. Deals, what is it, 1600 on the first initial blast, and then it summons a little gnome person who does 1k per shot in AoE elemental right afterwards. DPS is not that good because there's a long charge up and slow attack speed on it. Also 1.4k health. That's more than the Griffin. That's as much as a Taz Dingo. 8.5 range too. Every video I'm going to complain about this unit because it's so strong. But anyway, yeah, just there's the crash, as you can see in the little demonstration here, and then the unit afterwards that just shoots stuff. And as broken as this unit already is, it becomes even more broken by giving it stealth. I don't know if you guys have noticed so far, but anytime you could give a unit that doesn't have stealth, it becomes pretty much twice as good. I don't know why they have so many really good units with stealth talents. It is what it is. But yeah, talents, there are 2 good ones and 1 absolutely terrible one. I was stuck with the terrible one for the longest time. This is actually one of the only talents in the game, by the way, that actively can hinder you by picking it. Because, funny enough, might be one of the only people that knows this, it removes the AoE on the first shot when you have Gnomish Muttonizer, which has cost me some games before. But anyway, talents coming in hot is not that bad, despite how much I'm praising stealth, because if you just want her for the 3 gold spell, it's pretty good to go twice as fast, and the burn effect will basically do as much damage as her attacking once. But I think Gnomish Cloaking Device is just so much better, because basically coming in hot usually results in the gnome unit you get afterwards dying, but you also clearing whatever you're trying to clear. Whereas Gnomish Cloaking Device basically means it lands and then it shoots and then it lives, because it'll kill probably anything you needed it to. And then you still get the unit afterwards, which is, again, pretty solid as a unit just because of how much damage it does on the one shot it needs. And because of how much range it has, it usually gets the shot off anyway for things approaching. And yeah, that is the deck. Again, the main real point of the deck is you have these guys up here as some kind of, maybe defense into a push. And then while that's happening, you got Goblin Sappers you drop on the other side of the map to go push down either a tower or just do a ton of damage to the base. And of course, we have our 2 defensive units over here and over there. Anyway, try out the deck. If you guys like the video, of course, check it out for yourself. I think it's pretty fun. Again, I've reached, 3.5k with it? 3.5k. It's a decent bit, Platinum 2 with it. I'll show you guys these ones later. But yeah, try it out for yourself. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you like the deck. And please do all of these things here and enjoy the gameplay. Bye-bye. Well, not, don't leave. Just watch the game. You know what I mean. Anyway, bye-bye. Whatever. Alright, looks like we have found ourselves our first match here. We're against... Oh, I've played against this Blood Mage Thanos player quite a few times. This is unfortunately... Oh, never mind. Oh, he misplayed. Okay, if we can get the heal off here, it's over. No! Okay, give this guy armor. Wait. Heal her. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. That would have been absolutely massive if I got the heal off there. So now we have this threat pushing right. We're setting this in the middle, actually. Nah, he blizzards it. Does he survive this with the regen? He does, actually. I didn't think he would. Can you survive? No, he's gonna die eventually, unfortunately. Never mind, actually. I didn't realize he was infinite. So we have Planesrunner on Cairne here for this exact purpose. He's fast, so he will just catch up to Thalnos here. Do some damage. Hopefully this Huntress can do something here. Can, but it's not getting past the school. Quickly, give him armor. Give him armor. Give him armor. You, please give him armor. It wasn't enough. Oh god, his Wolf Riders are so menacing. Not Wolf Riders, just these wolves are really strong right now. We have lost our right side. We're just gonna claim it back right away. We're not gonna wait around. Oh my goodness. Well played, sir. Let's see what we could do here. Damn, is that ghoul gonna... He got a hit off. Okay, it's now a race. I have to at least damage his tower. His main tower, otherwise I'm losing this. Okay. See the wolf? Please let me get Cairne out in time. Huge. This is our counter. If he plays wolf and we get Cairne off on it, it's a massive positive trade for us. Anything else and it's not that great. This ghoul is just such an annoying unit for us, unfortunately. That's an okay trade. Cairne's going ham. Let's see if we could get his guys now. He's gonna have to blizzard here in just a second. Yeah, that was kind of expected, but it is what it is. Oh, if we had regen Cairne, he would have taken this tower by now, but you know. Go! Huge! Oh my god, he went invis. Perfect timing. We have nothing to stop this guy from hitting us though, so we'll just get ready to do something about it afterwards. Okay, this Huntress should be able to defend here. Very nice. We will drop a miner on this side, and we've successfully, like, fully claimed left side here. Oh my goodness, that was a lucky shot. Oh my goodness, that was a lucky shot. Okay, we just dropped Cairne here as a distraction. That's unfortunate. I think one still gets through. No. No such luck. But we should be able to stop this. And Cairne is finally hitting his base. Huge. Okay. He's a little bit screwed here, I think. Let's just send a miner here. Yeah. Once you have both towers on this map, it's very easy to just alternate your threats like this. And there's just not enough AoE to deal with both. Oh, did I mess up? I misplayed that a little bit, but so did he. Nice, and there's a good first game. It's pretty strong Blood Mage Thalnos player, to be honest, but managed to pull through at the end, which is nice. Alright, we have found ourselves another game here. Let's see what we're up against. Level 6, oh, I feel bad. This one's going to be a bit of a stomp, I hope. I'm going to look really bad if it isn't. Miner in the middle early. We're just... He's level 5. This is sad. This guy, like, he's gold too. Oh no, he just hit the 3Ks with this deck. Free-to-play gamer, unfortunately. Alright. Well, let's see what we gotta do here. I think... Oh no. Yeah, this is just a little bit too much, potentially, for him. Let's drop a Cairne here. Yeah, that's not gonna be... Wow, Huntress got that much damage in already for free. I'll just give Cairne armored here, because he's gonna be sitting there for a second anyway. Oh my god, he sent another golem. Is that in range? It is in range? Yes. Sylvanas here is a terrible play, because Cairne is just gonna cleave through, and then he's gonna kill the Banshee as well. Yeah, unfortunate for him. These guys are all gonna now push right. I'm gonna drop that there. I'm gonna drop these guys here. They're gonna go take the whole tower. We can watch Cairne just run through his whole base. Yeah, that's the tower gone. This is a slight issue right now, but we should be able to potentially stop it with, yeah. Just the safe pilot here clears that up. And that's an unfortunate game for this guy. Yeah. Poor guy. He hit the 3K limit. Once you get that and you're not far enough progressed in your levels, you're just gonna lose that quick. Oh well, nice quick one to go through with. Alright, that last game was a bit of a stomp, so hopefully this one evens it out a little bit. Level 7, a little lower, but it's okay. Same deck, another Cairne player. Let's see what he's got. So, I'm gonna just drop this here early. Blizzard. I think this is fine, because... So this guy won't heal himself. However, if something nearby gets damaged, he will heal that instead, and then that'll obviously bounce. He has a lot of units on the left side here, so I don't know if he still has he does have an answer. I do not see... Oh wait, I don't have a healer anymore. Bit tragic. Let's get Tazdingo up here first. First. Please, please. Oh, it lived, thank goodness. Ah, he's got another blizzard though. Okay, no damage done so far. We'll drop another Huntress here on the left. Clear up the... They got an attack off? Really? That's wild. Tazdingo actually survives the blast, so he will be a permanent threat as long as he doesn't answer it. Especially if we can get this guy over here. So while he's distracted on the right side here, did he give up? Oh, don't tell me he gave up. I was gonna say we could just drop bombers here and then they're just gonna clean up. Bit of an unfortunate one. This guy kind of just gave up in the middle, so we'll do another one after this one too. Alright, let's get one more solid game in actually before we finish off this video. Let's see what we got this time. Level 8, nice and even. A Sharlga deck. Okay, very interesting. Gargoyle right off the bat. Oh boy. Drop these two. Hopefully he doesn't have like a blizzard or something. He's gonna play blizzard. This is gonna work at defending, I think, because the Huntress will not die as long as she's being healed. Huge. Actually huge. So now we have this huge push going on the right side here. Eventually, Huntress is up there early. Please. Oh, he died. So, what we're going to do is we're going to drop our Tazdingo here. Oh, man, I did a bit of an oopsie. But it's okay. Tazdingo's traded. Drop this again. Don't do that. And once again, drop the Armored Huntress. She's going to clear... Ooh, it's Harpies with Minor. I don't think that's good. I considered running Minor Harpies as well. He's a bit distracted on the left, and he's definitely, yeah, he's going to play Summon more. So I think this is a good opportunity to drop some free Goblin Bombers here, sappers. And nice, we got a ton of damage in. Gargoyle dies anyway. This is a little bit annoying. Got another Gargoyle out, it's okay. That's an unfortunate trade for us, but let's see if Safe Pilot could help out here. Okay, there is slight concern. He's got a huge push coming towards us. I guess we have to drop Tazdingo here for the time being. And he's going to get a couple of hits in with the Gargoyle. Hopefully not too much of a problem. Okay, not too terrible. Drop this. Drop this. Armor him up. Quick. Huge. It survives now. He played Arcane Blast, but it wasn't enough. The whole attack went through. That's really bad for him now. Drops Harpies. This costs 4 with the minor trade, so if Huntress cleaves all of them, huge. That push is going crazy. Now, we could drop... That's not going to do anything. Drop another Tazdingo on the right. This goes through, and I think we just cleaned up. Yeah, just the Armored Huntresses are really tough to get through. And this guy was missing Blizzard from his deck, so he had no easy answers there. Very clean game on the last one. Nice even matchup. The guy kind of had a huge push at the start, but we were able to stop it very quickly. And yeah, that's the whole deck pretty much. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do the things down there. All of them, please and thank you. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm going to be going over some of my older decks again now that it's been a whole season actually. And there's been quite a few changes to most of them. But yeah, a lot of them I still play for fun and they're still viable. More to come soon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.